I'm your host, Link the Boss.
And I'm your host, Blam the General.
Yeah, baby. What time is it?
It's time for 2 MCs in the Mic Podcast.
I said, what time is it?
It's time for 2 MCs in the Mic Podcast.
You the below, right? Underground where we are, right? If you keep it the buck and I keep it the buck, then we all gonna be alright. Cause we want the ball, right? The money, the bitches and all, right? The figures, the digits, the exquisite visits to all of the different shows, right?
I was still want more. Private jets to Caribbean shores. Girls in bikini, champagne grapes on my feed me. Smoking that lettuce for sure. Brr. Penthouse on the beach, champagne spilling hot tub where we reach.
You're in tune to the 2 MCs in the Mic Podcast with your host, Link the Boss, Blam the General.
Welcome to the 2 MCs in the Mic Podcast. I'm your host, Link the Boss.
And I'm your host, Blam the General.
And I'm your newest host, Pinky Tuscadero.
I know that's right. She ain't want the brain, so she put Tuscadero on there. What that's supposed to mean?
Pinky Tuscadero was the Fonzie's girlfriend.
All right, fuck with it. That's what you are from today. Pinky Tuscadero. We ain't gonna just have you no regular Pinky. Put some respect on your shit.
Yes, please do. Please do. Thank you.
How's everybody been, man? How your day been? How's life? I noticed you came over here and killed some Aki and Sawfish.
Oh, yeah.
Selfish.
Yeah.
But anyway, we doing good today. We enjoying ourselves. Chef Julie hooked it up, you know what I mean? And
as always.
It was wonderful. We love it. And we know you be cooking too. We gonna come and get some of the Pinky's kitchen going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question before we get into current event and everything. You know, I gotta loosen the mood up a little bit.
Sure. What's up,
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Because I was told something by the younger generation, and I wanted to know what you think, because you always give me knowledge.
Okay.
So, if your man, if you was a hell of a cook, right? You could fry the fuck out of some chicken, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. If your man goes out there and buys KFC, Popeyes, or Churches, you don't consider that cheating or nothing, right?
No.
All right, cool. So you don't feel like he's cheating on your food creativity or nothing, right?
No, he might just be trying to give me a break.
All right, cool. So, if a man goes out there and buys some pussy, is he cheating or is he just trying to give you a break?
Yo.
I'm just saying the question. Whoa. Because I was told if you pay for it,
It ain't
cheating. It's a business transaction.
If you put your thing in it, it's cheating. No matter how much it costs, whether it's free, cost you $20.
What about if he paid just to look at it?
Nah, we ain't with that. We don't do those.
I'm just saying, listen.
No, I mean, yeah, it's cheating. Anything outside of your relationship is cheating. Even sometimes, some women don't even want their man to look at another woman because they feel like the fact that he's lusting after somebody else is a form of cheating.
So it ain't cheating if he buys chicken and you could cook chicken.
Chicken and pussy are two different things.
I know, but the conversation is still a business transaction. Money got exchanged for services for chicken.
Right, but y'all look at it like this, okay? I'm a woman, right?
Right.
If my man ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing at home, am I supposed to go outside and get something else?
I mean, if you pay for it,
it's understandable.
If you pay for it, it's understood.
If you did, it would have to be an understandable situation.
Exactly.
No.
Well, we're going to get back to that, but let me ask you the question this way. If you got a man in the house, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's paying the bills and everything, right?
Which he should.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, he ain't knocking it out the park. Do he got the right to raise his voice in the house?
Hell no.
You see what I'm talking about? She just fucked up right there.
No, he don't have he don't have a right to raise his voice in the house, period, because we should have a better communication system than that.
So no, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about if a nigga with shortcomings, Even though he paid the bill, does he have the right to be motherfucking poking his chest
boss,
out? Exactly, bossing up.
Yeah, honestly and truthfully, I'm as a woman, I don't want to say yeah, but the honest to goodness truth is, as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do as far as the household is concerned, he do have a right to be a man.
He do have right to poke his check out?
Yeah, he do.
That wasn't your first answer. Your first answer is always your right answer, Pinky.
My first answer was hell no.
You had to rebuttal.
Exactly.
Rebuttal
Hell
that one.
no.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it, when I said hell no, I'm looking at it from a woman's perspective.
Right.
You know, but when I think about it from a man's perspective, I'm paying the bills. I'm making sure you good. Okay, so maybe I'm falling short in a couple places as far as physically.
Right.
But other than that, I'm doing my job.
Well, that's the point that I'm trying to make with you right now. That's the exact point that we're trying to make.
Yeah, it's okay.
Back to the other point that I'm trying to make to you is that...
About the chicken?
Yeah. He's doing...
Yo, he keep going back to this chicken.
Because, no, the chicken was just an analogy. I could use
know it
anything
was.
else.
I know it was.
It didn't matter. We could have just used the nigga with the shortcomings and buying some
poom poom.
some poom poom. Yeah. I'm just saying if there's a money exchange, it's a business transaction.
But it's still a form of... I mean, why would you go someplace else if you got me?
Because he got shortcomings. So he decided maybe you ain't doing the nasty shit that he want.
With his shortcomings?
No. You would have to reverse. You would reverse the shortcomings. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, there's something that he wants out of the situation that you're not providing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Know what I mean, and maybe y'all speak about it. You just like, you know what? I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Know what I mean, would
So
he
he's
be,
gonna go somewhere else and get
no,
what he
not.
wants.
I mean, would he be faulted for going to pay somebody else to do it?
Honestly and truthfully, y'all, yes. As a woman, yes. I don't care. Yes, he would be dead wrong.
So you said he should just go without.
No, not go without, but we need to work it out.
How you gonna work it out when you said
If you
hell
saying
no?
hell no, you ain't doing it. There's no working out. He just got to go without.
Well, you know, sometimes we go without too. Sometimes women put up with men that they really don't want to be bothered
Understand.
with. Just because, you know, they have needs, whether it's financial or whatever it is. We put up with men that we really don't want to be bothered with.
Okay.
So if you're in a relationship with a woman that you care about and you got to go elsewhere, both of y'all are lacking. You're lacking in communication.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll put it this way. You can't buy chicken or paper pussy and it's considered not cheating. That's what we're going with. That's the consensus.
That's where we at. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was hoping that
we
could
know
start
better.
We could just start that new
No,
you know what I mean?
No, we're not having none of that. Because you know what? I don't want nobody to say that we told them it was all right.
Well, how I saw
I mean,
it.
we just want to tell them the truth.
Exactly.
However, whatever the truth is,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no right or wrong when you're dealing with the truth.
Well,
But guys, honestly and truthfully, men and women do see things differently.
well, I had to be able to argue the point.
I mean, you know, it's just a situation whereas it depends on your relationship. If your relationship is one whereas you have made that arrangement, whereas if shit ain't right, I can go outside the house, then there's no cheating.
it was a Generation X person. I mean, if your son was here, I'd ask him.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey, G.
big homie, what up? Yo, if you feel like if you paying for sex and you even got a woman, it ain't cheating, right? See what I'm talking
See,
about?
that's a man's perspective,
Exactly.
y'all.
That's what I'm telling you.
Exactly.
That's a man's perspective.
All right.
Because what they're saying is if you pay for it, it's not cheating.
It's a business
because
transaction.
It's a business transaction.
Just like you buying chicken, steak, whatever, paying rent. You don't own the house, but you pay rent for the motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So anyway, I was just told by some youngins, they was like, nah, man.
That ain't cheating.
Nah, they said because your emotions ain't involved. You said it last week. You paying for her to leave. They heard that and said, yeah, that's why we pay for it because we don't have to deal with nothing.
But it's still cheating if you have somebody.
Nah, they just said that's just like I said, you know how to fry chicken and your shit is good. And
It's
your
a
husband
service
decide
you're
he
paying
wanted.
for.
Yeah, your husband decide he wants some
Paying for a
Popeyes today.
service.
It ain't like your
You know
chicken
what I
ain't
mean?
no good. He just wanted to buy some Popeyes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. He just buying some Popeyes.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I've seen, because females go, when they want to relieve their situations, they go to this male strip club, male reviews and shit like that. And I seen kind of what goes on in them spots. It should be way more raunchy than the motherfucking joints that we go to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just from my point of view.
I don't go to strip clubs, so I wouldn't know.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I have seen like videos of females at the motherfucking strip club going bonanza. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen it too in movies like Magic Mike and all of that, but
Now she want to blame it on Magic Mike. Look at you.
no, I'm just saying I have seen it in movies. I don't go to strip clubs.
Now I'm talking about like females that be at what is it? The bachelorette parties.
Oh,
and they
yeah,
go there for
yeah,
that.
yeah,
and they
yeah.
videotape
That's the
it.
last fling. That's
Exactly.
what it's considered, the last
Yeah,
fling.
man,
Before
but
you get married.
They be straight cheating though.
Before you get married.
If somebody's sausage is in your mouth,
Yeah,
then
you cheating.
you cheating, man. Right before you get married.
But that's what she turning around and saying right now. Before you get married, you can go ahead and get your last piece of pussy.
Yeah, basically, I wouldn't have a problem with that as long as I don't know. As long as I don't know, because if it ever come to my ears, we got a problem.
That's good. So you try to say the wife gets some dick on that bachelorette party, you get all
It ain't
the pussy you
cheating.
want. It ain't
It's
cheating.
good,
This
but
is getting it out your
You
system.
get your service. If you get you a service for some lack of what's going on in the household,
cheating.
It's cheating, though. That sounds kind of biased to me, but
Exactly,
you
but-
know, it is what it is.
No, but
That's a woman's answer, man.
guys,
It's a woman's answer. It don't never have no consistency to it. It's just that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's just like
see,
yeah.
y'all think logically and we think emotionally.
Yeah.
So the logic in the chicken and the cheating with the chicken and the cheating with
You
the
keep
relationship.
on bringing up the chicken. The chicken was just an
An
analogy, right?
Yeah,
The chicken has nothing to do with no real shit.
Yeah, but neither does you going out buying some poom poom outside of your relationship. And what's right about that?
No. We're not talking about right or wrong. We said, is it cheating or is it not cheating?
It's cheating.
Based on the fact that, well, then I should never have to buy chicken ever. You should always fry my chicken when I want something.
All you gotta do is say you want it.
That's because my point is, if I buy something else outside of what you could do, that should be cheating too. I'm cheating on your chefery. I'm cheating on your. Yeah, I should be.
No.
Yes, it is. Why you mean?
No.
So food got a different limitation.
Yes.
Man, stop.
Because if my man goes out and buys chicken, I got the best chicken in the world that I fry, but he goes out and buys something to eat and he picks chicken, he's possibly trying to give me a break. But if in a relationship you go out and you buy,
he probably trying to give you a break too.
Give you a break. Because how, like, you know, there'd be a lot of times when you're in a situation and you want what you want and your partner don't want to give you that.
Yeah.
okay, so do you do without it? No.
Yeah, you ain't got no choice but to do
yeah.
without it.
We just trying.
What I'm saying is there should be a workaround to that.
Yeah, we trying
to where
to-
we
yeah.
don't have to do without it. We can go get it when we want it, how we want it,
Ladies,
if we
do
want
me
it.
a favor. Do Tuscadero a favor.
Yes, ma'am.
Leave some comments.
Comments, yes.
And let these guys know how we feel about that. And guys, I want you to do the same. Next time, we might read some of your comments.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anyway, after that, I guess we get to go to current events.
Yeah, I think we
I
need to
guess,
go to current
we
events.
get to go to current events.
Okay, well, what we're talking about today as far as current events is the Ossoff-Warnock Senate race here in Georgia. And I don't think that a lot of our people really realize what's at stake.
Yes, exactly. I'm one of those people.
Yeah, so that's why
I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna slow her down and tell her to break this whole shit down to me.
We need it broken down in
Right.
layman's terms so that even a slow person can understand it.
Okay,
Facts.
well, this is...
Hold on. So, allegedly, the race is over. Joe Biden and Miss Harris is
Kamala.
gonna be in there, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. Even though Trump was here last night,
Crying.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so that's over. So now there is 2 Senate seats that's on the table that Georgia got control of.
Correct.
And explain
Georgia doesn't have control of them yet. This is what the situation is. Right now, there is a 48 to 50. The Republicans have 50 and the Democrats have 48.
And this is the Senate?
Yes, this is the Senate.
So who has the House? Let me just ask that question.
The Democrats have the House currently.
Okay.
They are the majority in the House.
Okay.
So what actually happened is, if anybody's really been paying attention to politics over the past couple of years, you notice that the Republicans, Mitch McConnell definitely has been blocking anything and everything having to do with bettering the people of the country. And he's more interested in piling up the courts with people who believe the things that they believe.
So let me play devil's advocate, because we got Republicans that fuck with us too.
Yeah.
What's wrong with having somebody else control one part so that there's balance?
I was just about to go that way because
yeah, we gotta ask.
I'm kind of scared if the Democrats have complete control of everything and every law they want to pass just going straight
But
through.
What has the Republicans done for us as a nation?
What has the Democrats done for us as a nation? Well, you know what?
Well, right now they're fighting to make sure that they put money into the pockets of the American people, that they're fighting to make sure that we have health care.
Okay.
They're fighting to make sure that the cities get money, because what's about to happen actually is a lot of our city offices and stuff, people are going to start to get laid off because the cities cannot continue to pay for the things that they're paying for.
Okay.
So the Democrats have been asking for not only, monies for the people of the country, not only monies for, like PPE and helping the hospitals and stuff like that, but they asking for money for the states too, because the states are about to be in trouble. They're going to have to lay off police. They're going to be laying off firefighters. They're going to be laying off a lot of people because they don't have the money.
Okay, so let's get into that. And I'm going to say a couple of things first, and then we're going to get into some of this stuff. This is going to be an interesting topic because I've been wanting to have this topic for a minute. Now, I feel like as black people, I'm neither Republican or Democrat. I'm a Republicrat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a little bit of both. I got that one from OG from Houston.
Okay.
That's what I was. He just gave me the name for it. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my vote don't belong to nobody. I believe in quid pro quo or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you tell me what you're gonna do for me,
and then
you buy my vote just like everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Special interest money is buying votes, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so my vote is for sale too. I'm letting everybody know. You want my vote? You will be telling me what you're gonna do for me. Now, I just feel like black people just automatically give Democratic Party their vote. So now they don't even have to fucking work for it no more. Because it's a guarantee. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Hold on, sweet. I'm gonna say my piece and give you the floor, because you probably got more knowledge than I do. You probably can sway my conversation. But I always know that if you know you're gonna get the shit for free, it is no value. I don't have to work for that.
You don't have to fight for it.
Right. I don't have to go to this city over there because I know they're going to already vote for me already. I already got that one in the bag. I'm moving on to over here. This is right here is work. I may have to do something. I may have to leverage over here to do something for these people because they're not going to just give me their vote off the cuff.
Let me explain something to you. A friend of mine, a great friend of mine, his name is Ruben Diaz. He's the Bronx Borough President in New York City. And when we were attempting to help him to win that seat in New York, the one thing that he told me about how politics pays attention to the voting block. So let's say the area that I live in, if all the people in my neighborhood vote and there's a big pothole in the middle of the road, they're going to fix that pothole before they'll fix one on the next block where those people are not voting, because that's their constituency. You understand?
The one that votes and don't vote is all your constituency.
Most of it.
It is all your constituency. Now, whether or not you treat it like it's your constituency is a whole nother conversation.
That sounds like Trump and
you know what I mean?
The ones that voted for him and the ones that didn't.
That's why I'm telling you, quid pro quo, or whatever they call it. I mean, don't be fucking that shit up or whatever. Makes sense, because if you know that you got to go buy them people down there in Atlanta vote.
You're going to work hard for it.
Yeah. Why can't I not sell it to you? Why should I just have to give it to you and then you decide which road you going to fix a pothole on?
Exactly, and then you're held accountable for what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. If you know, listen, if you know you go over there, you got to pay for that, you got to come with your money. You got to come with whatever you got to pay for. If you ain't got to pay for it, you ain't got to worry about it.
You're not going to work hard for it.
Exactly. Can we say chicken and poom poom? I'm just saying.
No, honestly and truthfully, if everybody really knows, the Republican Party used to be the party of black people.
Right.
They were the original party of black people.
Right.
But what the Democratic Party started doing was courting the black vote. Because the Republican Party swayed more towards, business people and people with money. And the Democratic Party is more for, paying for health care, having all of these different forms of government issue monies and all that type of stuff. So what has happened is 74 million people don't agree with the Democrats because they voted for Trump. But there are 75 million people that do agree. So that shows you how divided the nation is. Because as a single black woman, my struggle is harder than maybe a single white woman.
I agree, but this is where the problem is for me. I just want people to get the fuck out of my way so I can get my money. So don't make it harder for me to get my money is really what I want. I don't need a handout. I don't need nothing. This is me personally speaking. I'm not speaking for everybody in this room. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I just want you to get the fuck out of my way. Meaning that if I'm trying to get to these, flip some houses or something like that, I just want the same opportunity to walk in that bank and get that loan. You see what I'm saying? Let me sail or sink on my own fucking ship.
On your own merit.
Yeah. Now, the minute you create a situation where we are looking into a situation where you have to be financially supported by, whether it be a political party, you're limiting my earning potential. Because you're going to give me just enough to keep me pacified, but not enough to take me to the next level.
Because they don't want you to go to the next level.
Right. So and this is why I'm a Republican. Now listen, if I can go out there and make my money, and they say, yo, you keep most of what you make, you went out there, you hustle, you keep most of your money. You see what I'm saying? We doing this podcast, let's say it blows up and we making $1 million a year. According to Mr. Biden's plan, and I voted for him, so I'm even gonna go out there and let you know I voted for him. So let's not even go there with that part. I voted for him for the greater good of other things, other than my financial income. But 62% on $1 million. Let's say we was all sitting here getting money together. You know what I mean? And we decide we getting money going good, and this year's gonna be our $1 million year. And then, you know what I mean, here comes Mr. Joe Biden's plan and say, well, you guys did good this year.
Yeah, we're gonna take
600.
62%.
Yeah,
62%.
We're taking 60,000.
60,000. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's drop the 2. So for math reason, we're taking 60,000 out of 100,000. Now, in the Trump way, I'm keeping most of that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily like how he treat people. I feel like he got some racist tendencies and shit like that. But the financial part, I fuck with. All the way.
Well, I had some people in the Bronx tell me that they fucks with Trump because the hood has had more money.
That's a fact.
Than we have had in the history of the hood.
Listen to me.
And Trump put the money in the hood.
Listen to me. Me and this man over there on the left side of you got homies that came home. Miss Jolie got homies that came home from Trump. That was doing.
I got a homie that came home.
Exactly. Right. So
wasn't supposed to come home.
Exactly. Never supposed to come home.
They made it out.
Yeah.
Right. And then my whole point is with all of that too is look at it this way. There was a time when I'm probably gonna get crucified for this shit, but I'm going all the way in. There was a time when we had a black president and we had the House and the Senate. None of that shit happened.
Was not coming home.
None of that shit. Now he pardoned a whole bunch of people when he was on his way out the door. But my whole point is, if it was quid pro quo or whatever you want to call it, you should just came in and do what Trump doing. I'm gonna take my niggas out. Yeah, get them niggas out of there. I'm pardoning them motherfuckers from day one. Pardon
with a price.
Exactly. Well, hold up. All he did was sell some weed, and that was his third strike. Get him out of there. You know what I mean? Why Why you couldn't come in and do shit for us like how Trump was doing shit for his
people?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Obama,
why do we have to play nice?
Obama did give us some food stamps.
There you go. You see what I'm talking about? That's the assistant shit.
Yeah.
If you put me in position, you see, as long as I'm dependent on you, I can never be my own man.
But there's more businesses now and more people that have started businesses since this pandemic, and you
ain't got no choice. We ain't getting no money. Why you think we on a podcast?
Yeah, I mean, but legally, I'm talking about. Let's say that you got one of them big $10,000 unemployment checks. People took those checks. A lot of people took them and bought cars and clothes and all that. But some people took those checks and started businesses.
Of course.
And those businesses are going to be there for their kids and their grandkids.
Well, that's what we.
That's exactly.
Possibly.
That's exactly
what we talking about. Exactly.
I understand that.
So now, as long as you make me dependent on you, now I can't build no generational wealth for my people if you taking 60% of what the fuck I would be stacking away to give to them.
I feel like that's the agenda of the Democratic Party, is
keep people dependent so that they can be
in control.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Of course, it taking 60%. I don't understand.
Well, you know what? That. As a person with $1 million, no, you don't want them coming and taking $600,000 of your dollars.
As a person trying to get $1 million,
there, you don't want it either. So it's like
no, but Biden's plan. If you make $400,000 or above, they're taking 62% of your income.
I understand that.
But
that's
what about those who are not making that?
I mean, they need to
get off their neck.
Strive to make that.
Get off their neck.
Strive to make more money.
Listen to me. I'm not for all helping people. I'm all for that. And I'm not speaking on this like we are disenfranchised and our hoods is fucked up. Everything about what is. The projects was systemic racism. All of that shit is that. But my point is, if you're going to come in and help me, help the core issues so that we can get the fuck up out of this situation. By you just giving me food stamps and housing, you're putting it there. Why don't you give me a house?
Well, why don't you? Talking about that.
And the funny thing is, it ain't even like they're giving it to you, because at the end of the day, if you're a single mother and you getting food stamps, then your baby daddy is paying for them stamps.
Oh yeah.
Well, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. This is what I'm talking about. When they was giving away Section 8 housing, let me show you how fucked up shit is. When they're doing Section 8 housing and all that other shit, they said a man can't be in the fucking house.
Nope.
So hold up. So now you telling me that your kid can't have a fucking father. You're going to get this check, though. So you're creating that situation now.
But they created that situation to destroy the black family.
That's the point that I'm making. So so then when we're talking about being on the level field, we got to look at this thing for what it's worth. We got to stop. We just can't take the handout. We want the motherfucking get the fuck out the way out. You know what I mean? Not the handout. Get the fuck out the way. Make a path so we could do something.
And then get out the way.
Yeah. I'm not help us along the way, but listen, I'm going to open this fucking door right here. And while you guys getting lined up to get to the door, I'm going to help you. When you get through that fucking door, though, you better...
on your own.
Yeah. Give me a chance to motherfucking slam.
But see, Biden is talking about doing things like that. Like... helping to raise the black community's level of,
finances.
Finances, yeah. So there are things in their plan that are going to work for the people.
Listen, when I looked at both the plans, his plan made more sense, and that's why I voted that way. Listen, we're going to take a quick break real quick. We're going to come back and have this conversation because it's really in-depth, something that I want to fuck with. 2 MCs on the Mic podcast. We'll be right back.
Hey. Do you want to be famous?
Do you want to be famous?
Do you want to be famous?
Let We Famous Media help you with that.
With music videos starting at $150.
Web design, electronic press kits, social media branding, and more.
If you want the best quality for the best prices, We Famous Media can't be beat.
So invest in yourself.
With We Famous Media,
where we fame us.
Let us make you a star.
Yeah, we're back to the 2 MCs of the Mic podcast, and I guess our blood is boiling. My brother said I'd be dubbing him on the mic. I do apologize.
Yeah, I mean,
let me just make sure I apologize to the fan. I don't want nobody to feel like you soft as shit. I know, you know what I mean?
I am soft, man.
Now cut the shit out.
I mean, Pillsbury Doughboy over here,
Cut
baby.
the shit out over there.
Black Pillsbury.
Stuffed in.
But just know this is the show, and whenever the shit get heated, we both get motherfucking.
As long as y'all let me get out the middle.
We'll fight up in this motherfucker though. The only rule we got is that we can't break none of the shit. You know what I mean?
So we can't do too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me get the hell out the middle, okay?
We gotta treat it like it's a jail cell. Keep your arms in. You know what I mean? Keep your arms in though. Keep your arms in. Don't hit the wall. Don't fuck up your knuckles on the wall.
Listen, my main focus for this conversation today is John Ossoff and Warnock. Because what's going to happen if they don't get in the Senate? The Republicans are going to continue to have a majority. And just like right now, where they all went home for Thanksgiving and left people without their unemployment and all of the things that are needed to help people to recover.
I understand that. But then when they get in there, that's guaranteed that 62% is coming. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? I'm giving you my...
He's still talking about 62%.
Because it bothers me.
That's what
that bothers me.
That is a big issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a big issue for people
owner.
with that kind of money, though.
Of course,
Pinky, don't you think you done went through some money? We're not going to talk about. You done went through some money.
Yeah.
You on your rebound to some of that money right now on this 2 MCs in the Mic podcast. This could be a motherfucking $500,000 a month show.
Oh wow!
I mean, why not?
And then what?
It's
you know what I mean?
Possible.
Hold on.
Then that
means 100,000 out of that.
Yeah.
That means,
hold on.
Oh hell no!
100,000 of that belongs to you. That means after 4 months you ain't working no more.
Hell no, I'm gonna work.
Okay, then so then what you gonna do? You gonna because after 400,000 you giving away 62%.
Of that.
Nah, I'm not giving away 62% of that. Okay. I would like to come out with a little...
Gonna evade?
Tax evade?
Yeah.
Not I.
That's the only way you're gonna get out of it. She's trying to go to another country.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what Trump and them do. I'm gonna find some of them little loopholes and all that kind of stuff to keep my damn money.
So that's the whole point. Why don't you just let me keep it though? Why I gotta go through a loophole to get it? That means that I gotta hide my own money.
No, what they're really... I think that's too much. Honestly and truthfully, the 62% is actually too much.
Yeah.
But what they're attempting to do is make the wealthy pay their fair share.
Listen to me. The wealthy got every kind of forensic accountant to help them keep their money. That's the reason why Jeff Bezos ain't paying, that own Amazon ain't paying no taxes in so many years, and they do so much stuff. The people that's going to directly hurt, and understand what I'm saying, is the people like me and you trying to get to that
level
and don't have the money to pay those kind of accountants. Just understand who's going to get hurt. If you charge Jeff Bezos 62% of what Amazon is making, he passes 62% of that money back to the people who buying shit from Amazon. Yeah. He's going to figure out another way to make sure his money don't change. So who else still gets fucked?
The little man.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Shit still roll downhill because he's not going to keep on his business. He can't function his business with 62% of it going out the window.
No.
What's his overhead? He can't even, you know what I mean? That's not going.
He can't really survive.
Well, it's just on your profits. But understand that there's other shareholders, there's people that got to get paid. There's a lot of other families eat from that. So you can't just rob from one situation to the other. Listen, I voted for the man.
So did I.
I respect a lot of things that he got on the table, and I'm willing to see what's going to go on.
But we don't want him to touch the 60%.
Well, exactly. What I'm just saying is, don't think that when rich folks is paying 62%, that the poor folks is not going to see, because they have a way of sideswiping that shit. Right? Yeah, them niggas paying 60. You know what I mean? It don't cost me. It's going to cost you in other ways. Mm-hmm. Believe that. Because they're not going to just become...
Price of shit gonna start.
They're not going to allow you to make their wealth come down here for us to get up here. They're not going to do that. They're not going to allow the seesaw effect to happen. You're expecting that they're going to seesaw. What they're going to do is you're charging me here more, so I'm going to charge you more here to keep you still right the fuck here.
Yeah, exactly. And it basically just going to wade out. The middle class is going to end up disappearing.
Which is going to happen anyway. We know that.
Be broke and rich.
Right.
Yeah, and that's where we are now, basically.
Right. Well, the public housing instead of incarcerating people who got drug habits, having drug rehabilitation centers, and instead of having public housing, have homes in these urban areas that they're pushing us out of, have homes in
ownership.
Build the family back. Instead of locking up the husband or the boyfriend or whatever for 2 bags of weed because he had to do what he had to do to take care of his daughter, you put him in the home and create community programs so he can start his own little businesses and get shit going. Because at the end of the day, I feel like black people, we want to be entrepreneurs. We don't like nobody telling us what to do.
No, we don't.
If you give us the opportunity to be our own bosses, we create stuff. Yeah. The reason why you can speak so well of Harlem, because when the money was in Harlem, everybody took care of everybody.
Yes, we did.
And we have already proven that once there's money out there, we'll
the
take
communities.
it. We'll take care
of the communities.
Blind, when you was getting the bread like that, everybody around you ate, correct?
Yes, everybody.
And why was that? That was just your natural nature course.
I made sure of it.
Exactly. Because that's what we do. Naturally, we are our brother's keepers, no matter what. Even if we know that dude is a killer, but he hungry, we're not going to just let him sit there and starve.
Starve, nah.
You know what I mean?
Wasn't raised like that.
Exactly. Even with black and black crime, these are things that were perpetuated. Naturally,
black on black crime, hold on, gotta stop you there. There is no such thing as black on black crime.
Talk to me, man.
Crime.
Period.
Only.
People kill who's close to them.
Black on black crime was an agenda that they built to demoralize the black man.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I mean?
Black on black crime is, like y'all say, it's demoralizing, that it is. But, y'all, we have to admit that it is happening.
No, there's no such thing. No, crime is happening.
Yeah, crime is happening,
yes,
but
there's no such thing as black on black.
In our communities, it's us doing the harm to each other.
Right, people kill who's close to them. People gonna kill who's close to them. White people kill white people because that's who's close to them.
Is that called white on white crime?
No, that's the point
that's
he's making.
My point. That's the point. There is no agenda for that. There is an agenda to demoralize the black man. That's why this black on black crime narrative was created.
Right.
But there is no such thing as black on black crime.
Let's clear that up.
It's just crime.
Right, because we are the minority as far as race, but we're the majority in the prison. So when you start to look at everything else, it just, if you want to start to break down the whole situation systemically, the whole shit was set against us. But that
exactly. That's a whole nother.
That's another podcast.
I just wanted to say that because I want to stop people from using that term,
right?
Black, because every time we use it, we feeding into their narrative.
Facts.
That makes sense.
So
no, it's just crime.
Right.
But what I am trying to get the people to understand about this upcoming runoff January 5th
right.
is that once we put these two senators, Ossoff and Warnock, into the Senate, then we have a balance, because that means that there's...
No, we control everything.
Wait.
I need to know where the balance is.
Wait, because there's 50-50. The tiebreaker is
Kamala Harris.
Our soon-to-be vice president.
Which is going to vote
Democrat. Which we already
Democrat.
know is Democrat, so they're...
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because she has her own mind, too.
Man, fuck her. That's not
Camilla
true.
is, she's a strong woman herself, so she may not always go with the Democrats.
Yes, she will.
Do you really believe she will?
Yes.
Joe Biden's a boss. Yes, she will.
I do believe she will.
Yes, she will. Yes, the fuck she will.
Well, see, Joe Biden is one of those guys that talk about reaching across the aisle anyway.
She's not going to go against her party.
It's not necessarily even going against the party. Whatever the bill is, if the bill is incorrect and she doesn't feel like that she shouldn't be the deciding vote on that bill, then she may not go with it.
And she going with it.
She's gonna go.
But anyway, listen.
She's gonna be influenced by those
so
around her.
we need Ossoff and Warnock in the Senate. We need them in the Senate.
I just need us to go out there and vote. Whoever you vote for is fine with me.
Yeah, whoever you vote for is fine, but vote.
Yeah, just vote. Vote on something. You know what I mean? Ossoff been trying to get his shit right for the longest and can't get in there. Maybe this is the closest he ever been, so.
Yeah.
And Warnock is a pastor. He pastors Martin Luther King's church.
Yeah.
And I think they may be good for the Senate. All we can do is give them a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Because it can't be no worse than Mitch McConnell. It can't be no worse than Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, Mitch is a problem too.
Yeah, Mitch is a problem, and the only way that we can stop him from being a problem is to put these two senators. And Like y'all say, y'all want to check and balance. Right now, the Senate just runs wild. They do what they want to do. They don't pass bills if they don't feel like doing it. This way, you got to balance. That's all I'm trying to get everybody to understand.
Listen,
the balance.
I'm all for it, but I swear on everything I love, if we get all of these Senate seats and everything is going our way and we don't get nothing out of it, you'll never get another Republican, Democrat vote out of me.
Me neither.
If you get both sides of everything, and I don't see you doing stuff to directly help us. Mm-hmm. Let me just make that clear.
I'm going to turn Republican.
Because I am going to vote for John again. I'm going to do the thing that my mind is telling me no. But the spirit in the air is saying this is the way you should go. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? I got to speak for my vote. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I done got my absentee ballot already sent to me. I just got to fill it out and mail it back in. But what I'm going to tell you is, if we end up, Lord bless us, we got all that's tied up, and I don't see no direct situation that's helping us.
That's affecting us?
Exactly.
Yeah. Then I'm going to turn Republican myself.
It just go by the
fun with that, man.
Yeah.
Don't vote, I ain't voting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we sorry about that, bro. Why you not voting?
I don't got to vote.
You don't?
I lost that right.
Huh?
I lost that right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know how that is.
Yeah, we know how that
is. Explain that to me.
That's something that they need to do.
They trying to fix that.
They need to get felons to be able to vote again, and
they're trying to fix that too. The Democrats are working on that.
Let's talk about that though for a reason, right? Listen, you go to jail, you did some prison shit, you come home, right?
You paid
your debt. You paid your debt already to society.
Right.
But you still being punished after you come home.
Well, hold up. That's what I'm saying. You're punished after you come home with you can't vote.
Barely can get a job.
You can't vote. It's hard to get a job. You definitely can't get a firearm to protect your family, especially with the crazy things going on here. You gotta illegally.
Right.
Illegally.
And then
you go back to jail if
exactly.
they catch you.
Right.
Yeah.
But then the bigger problem to me is all of that y'all saying. Suppose you say, oh, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna pack my shit and go to Africa. You can't get a passport.
Yeah. It's like, we don't want you. We just want to keep you down.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want you to leave. But you know, yeah.
And we don't want you here either.
And that don't make no sense. Because you would think that they would give you a passport and be like, go ahead. Wherever you want to go, and don't come back.
Exactly.
Somebody else's problem.
Yeah, but no.
Literally, you don't want me to go nowhere. You won't let me get you. You're going to hold on to my passport. You know what I mean?
No, they're not even going to give you one.
Man, I'd be in the U.S. Virgin Islands and swim my ass wherever the fuck I was going. Fuck all of that. I'm going to find me the closest point to something.
Shit, go to Puerto Rico. It's a United States.
Man, wherever you let me go, just outside of this is where I'm going.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Could the 62% tax penalty or whatever it is be a deterrent to keep people from reaching their highest tax bracket potential?
That's the point that we making.
Yeah, to keep you back.
Exactly. If you know that anything you do over $400,000, you're gonna get shot. What's the sense of me doing the extra
going over
400,000?
I think maybe they should have made it $1 million. If they'd have made it $1 million,
fuck $1 million. Because you and I both know $1 million ain't no goddamn money.
No, but I'm saying 400,000 is not hard. It's hard for a lot of people, but it's not really a hard number to reach.
That's the point that I'm making. It's a lowball number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For you to live for you to live nice, you're supposed to be making $400,000. Because why not? If you want a nice car, listen, you want a nice little mini mansion down there in Atlanta, Buckhead, somewhere around here. You want to have a nice some little nice things. If you want to live it up a little bit, you got to be around 2.5 to 400. You want 400 because you want to put 100 every year in some kind of savings, right?
Right.
So you're looking at the fact that you're going to be
you're going to be working off of 300,000.
Well, not only that, and you're in a higher tax bracket anyway.
Right.
Because your house costs more, everything costs more, the shit that you're paying for costs more. When you make more money and
everything costs more.
Everything costs more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The man that cut your grass ain't cutting it for $25, $30. That's a $200 lawn cut every 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Everything that you pay for, your lifestyle elevates. So that means
more money, more problems?
Right, well, that means more money's going out of your pot. Mm-hmm. That's why when you getting money, you got to still hustle because your lifestyle will change. The nigga who got $400,000 is not living a $50,000 lifestyle. That's what people don't understand. His house payment alone is 5 racks, 6,000. The car that he drives is $3,500. You see what I'm saying? So he's slapping off 30 grand a month anyway. Don't make you not make that 400. You start making $100,000 and see how quick everything start to go down the tubes.
Yeah, you're right.
To the common person, you just don't know how to handle your money, but all of your possessions make it in. So why can't I not have the nice shit that everybody else have? If I want to work for it, why do you get to determine, put a cap on how far I should go?
Yeah, I don't think they're putting a cap on it. I think they're just trying to.
They're just tying your hands behind your back, telling you to drive.
Hold on, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How you gonna drive with your hands behind your back, though?
They're about you in the driver's seat.
So okay, doing the numbers. If you're making over $400,000, then they're taxing everything over the $400,000 at 62%. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the $400,000 doesn't get touched. It's anything that you make over that.
No. The 400,000 get taxed at a different rate.
But once you get over that, you get taxed.
At
Your
60.
tax bracket goes up. So if you make 450,000, you still in that bracket of 62.
I think they only charge you on the difference though, not the whole
everything
400.
over.
So only the 50,000.
Yeah, it will be taxed at
62%.
So you have to give up about
that was
30.
That's what I'm thinking. Don't.
We'll have some sure stuff for you soon. We'll let you know for sure.
Giving up 30,000 of that 50.
That's a big thorn in my side.
That's more than I mean. That's just 30, man.
Why should you get more money than I do, and I'm the one doing the hard work?
That's what I'm talking about. That's called socialism, man.
Right now, look at it this way. Right now, NFL player, basketball player, 50% of their money is taxed. It's taxed at a 50% rate. So if a person get a $100 million contract, he only seeing 50 million of that. To me, that's a little bit absurd, but they make up their difference of their money and endorsements and stuff like that if they're the elite. But keep in mind, there's only 1% of the people are the elite.
Yeah.
The average are just NBA players. No, I'm just talking about, I'm just using the basketball. Most of them are just NBA players making $5, $6, and $7 and $10 million contracts and whatever, $20 million contract. If you have a $20 million contract, you're only really keeping 10. Right?
Yeah. If they tax that,
so whatever. But now they changed to 62%. Now they're taking more of that.
Exactly, which is just.
So on your 10 million, you only seeing 4 million.
It's crazy.
So that's why a lot of the wealth. I had a accountant tell me, a financial advisor tell me one time that once I became rich, that I was going to change my party, that I was going to become Republican, because
that's exactly why.
Republicans is about holding on to more of their money.
Yeah.
Democrats want to take the money and they want to dish it out and with entitlements and all of this. And I mean, we have to take care of the lesser.
Facts.
Of the people. We have to do that.
That's why.
That's what makes this country great.
Right. But listen, and that's the reason why I'm saying a one trick pony ain't gonna work. Because there's some Republican shit that I fuck with and there's some Democrat shit that I fuck with. You see what I'm saying?
Me too.
I want to be able to keep my money and then I want to be able to help the people too at the same time.
Yeah, I want to be able to help the people at my own leisure though. I don't want
you taking my
exactly.
money
I don't want you. I don't want you to tell me how I gotta help the people. Let me do it in my terms.
We should be able to at least pick who our money go to.
Exactly.
If you want to do it like that, give me something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sense.
Put my money over there.
So if I'm a millionaire in Fulton County, I want my money to stay in Fulton County.
Why not?
If you're going to take 62% of my money, let it stay in Fulton
Exactly.
County.
I want to help this area. These neighborhoods.
I got that.
Yes, make sure my money is spread over there. Then.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because at least I know they're going to be all right and they ain't going to rob me because you robbing me. Because I know you robbing me. So hopefully they won't rob me because I know you robbing me.
They're going to like you because you're making sure that they eat.
Well, they gonna have to come right because they gonna be like, yo, we don't want Mr. Calder to leave. He's giving up 62%. We're gonna make sure he stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the whole point of the matter is, I understand your side. I'm just one of those people that want to take care of the world. You know what I mean?
Listen, and that's the reason why we got to big up Ice Cube. We got to big up Diddy. We need to form our own party. This is what I think, and I'm gonna say it again. I think I said it already, but I'm gonna say it again because I'm not gonna stop saying it. All the black votes should tally. Everybody, we should all come together and say, and then we should send out a pamphlet like, check off what you want us to go ask for this year, and everybody check off what you want. Right? These are the things we want. We want prison reform. Check. Okay, cool. Then we have the representatives who's going to sit at the table. And then Joe Biden comes in. He said, this is what the black people say they want.
So in order to get our votes, this needs to happen.
Exactly. Then when Trump come in, you sit him over there, you say, listen, this is what we want. We know you don't fuck with us. That's fine.
But you ain't got to fuck with us to do what we want.
Exactly. That's what we need. You give us that on that paper right
and you
there.
You get what you want.
You get our vote.
You know what I mean?
I'm not for the fact that the Republicans just know they're going to get our vote and they could give us $200 worth of food stamps so we feel
You mean the Democrats?
The Democrats, right.
You
going to give me
$200 worth of food stamps and all of us, you get all the votes you need.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't do nothing else for us.
That's what we do now, though.
What's going on.
That's exactly what we do now. Tell me different and I will agree with you.
Right now, the Democrats are fighting to get more money for us.
Yes, that's right now because that is what they always do.
And the Republicans are trying to stop it.
Well,
so
but
I believe the Republicans didn't the Republicans give us some money though?
Yeah, the hood said it.
I could have swore that
the $1,200.
Wasn't we just talking about the hood?
Yes.
We talking about they had more money.
Yes.
That was Republican money.
Yeah, but guess what? That money didn't last.
Of course, no money lasts. It all gets spent.
You got people about to get put out of their homes. No. You got people that are hungry that have never been hungry before.
I'm with all of that. I'm with all of that smoke. I'm with all of that.
And it's the Republicans that are holding that up.
Why? Because they was waiting on the outcome of the
election.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
So I mean, why are you holding it up when you know that these people are suffering?
Well, I believe the Democrats was also giving them slack about spending all that money too.
No, it was the Republicans that don't want to spend the money. They don't want to give up.
Boy, I'm gonna shut it down.
Cause I
Nancy Pelosi has $1 trillion and change on the table. And she said she wasn't effing with that bill.
But guess why?
Why?
Because it did not include monies for the states. And that's where the problem is going to lie at, y'all.
So now she's going to take $900 billion and it still ain't going to be no money for the states.
But guess what? That's only to hold us over until January 20th.
Whoa. Because I know, Bam, go ahead and say it. You'd have already been held over with.
She could have took the money and had us in a position that would have been
a better position.
Exactly. But hold up, we're gonna take $900 billion when we had $1 trillion plus. So you done gave back damn near $900,000 already.
What's gonna happen is that $900 billion is going to hold us over for this month. And when January 20th come in, Joe Biden is going to create another plan.
And that's
going to hold the country.
And that's if he gets John Ossoff from Warnock. So we got to make sure he get that.
Exactly,
so we can get
y'all.
some more money.
Exactly.
So we can get some more bread, huh?
Exactly, y'all. You know,
give us the crumbs, man.
And the Republicans, they don't want us.
I'd rather make the meal.
They don't want it taxed.
I'd rather make a meal myself than be given crumbs.
Yeah, but
come and sit down up in this motherfucker, nigga. We doing our podcast. You can sit up in this motherfucker.
Keep us company, man.
Knock up in this motherfucker.
Knock in the building, man. Yeah,
you ain't gotta be on camera. You ain't on camera over there, nigga. You can sit down, nigga.
I'm on the mission. I had no side
Oh, whatever. Yeah, but honestly and truthfully, y'all, we need these 2 Senate seats. So please go out and vote.
I say
vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
I say we should give it to them one more time, because there was a time when Obama had both of those things, and people was losing their houses, and they bailed them.
Actually, Obama never had the Senate.
No, they didn't have the Senate.
Yes, they did.
No, he didn't, because O'Connell kept blocking everything.
They were shutting everything that he was trying to do. I do remember that.
No. The first 4 years when he got in, let's go back, and I can pull my phone up. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that on the next episode.
Okay.
Because we done there.
We gotta have some facts.
Let me get some facts.
Yeah, we're gonna do some fact checking and we'll let y'all know.
Yeah, we're not gonna do crazy talk. So this was a wonderful episode of the 2 MCs and a Mic podcast. I go by the name Link the Boss.
And I am your host, Blam the General.
And I am Pinky Tuscadero.
Yep.
We out.
We out.
Later.